Buongiorno tutti, hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in Florence, Italy, Firenze. And I thought I'll just do a quick video about Florence. I wasn't really planning to, but it's my first time in Florence and I found it really helpful just to watch all the videos out there with regards to what to do in Florence, how to get to Florence. I found it to be quite a mission to get to Florence from Dublin without breaking the bank. It was crazy. My friend and I had picked this time of the year to visit Florence in particular because we were certain that it was going to be a little bit cheaper. We're not going to have to deal with like all the tourists. Oh my goodness, it is not cheaper. I mean, obviously there's a lot of economic situations happening right now, and there's a recession and inflation and everything, but it was so expensive to find a decent hotel for a decent price. So we thought, okay, we just have to book something. So we're in this very quaint hotel. I'm going to show you around. It's a residence, so it's not very hotel-y, but very, very quaint and very, very cute. You can see the quaintness behind me in the form of the headboard. But from Dublin to Florence, I flew from Dublin to Milan, and then I took a train from Milan to Florence. And all in all, my flight was at 6 a.m. It was a 2-hour flight to Milan. I had about roughly 1 hour and a half or so to 2 hours between when I arrived in Milan and when I took the train to Florence. One thing to keep in mind is I flew with Ryanair, of course, because it was really the cheapest, and it wasn't even that cheap. That's the crazy bit. You know it's bad when Ryanair is not even cheap. Like, it was in the high hundreds, high, it was just over 100, like I think it was 170 or something. So it wasn't cheap. I flew not into the main Milan airport, classic Dublin, but I flew into Bergamo, I think is what it's called, and there's a shuttle that you can book either online or once you get to the airport, and there are also little there are like stands and shuttle stands, shuttle stations at the airport. So I literally just walked in, paid for a two-way shuttle from Bergamo to Milano Centrale, which is where I took the train, the high-speed train from Milan to Florence. So it's been a lot of traveling for me today. I'm not really used to it, but I want to make use of the time I have here in Florence. I'm only here for 4 days, and a friend of mine, the friend that I'm here with, has actually been to Florence before, so she's done all of the classic things to do in Florence. So and she's arriving tomorrow, so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm on my own and go ahead and do some of those things that she's done before, so that we can, spend some more time together doing things that she hasn't done before. So I have a pre-booked ticket to the Uffizi Gallery in about 30 minutes, so I need to hurry, but I'm going to quickly show you guys around. So when you come into the apartment, you come into this massive room. I mean, the room is so big. And hey, that's me. The headboard is super quaint. It's really old-fashioned, but honestly, we'll take it. It's clean, well kept. Really, really interesting interior. Very interesting TV, quite small, and we have a little working area. But what I find very fascinating about this room are all the many chairs. So you've got that chair there, you've got these two bad boys here, you've got this random chair here, and then you also have this. I made myself comfortable, but yeah, you also have this. It's very interesting. But I do like these massive windows. I mean, they go up really, really high, as you can see, really tall windows, and they open out onto the streets. So you have like a lovely view of this quite residential part of Florence. It's really beautiful. I'll also see if I can find a video of the residence from outside. Speaking of weird things in this in this hotel, there is this cupboard kitchen situation. I don't know if you guys can see it properly. Really interesting. I mean, we're not going to be using this at all. Also looks to me like a bit of a fire hazard, but very interesting. You've got like all your crockery and a little stove there, a sink. I do like having cooking like utensils, like plates and a little coffee thing there and mugs and things. I do like all of those things, but who's going to cook here? I mean, I guess you could, but I'd be very worried if I had to cook here. So that won't be getting much use. We've got our wardrobe here, and then the bathroom, which also super green. The noise is going to, it's very loud, so you can hear. Yeah. I'm not a big fan. Obviously, there's like a little bit of a mold there, but otherwise, really cool. There's a bidet. There's a telephone as well. I'm not sure why exactly, but you never know. And then lovely sink with a few toiletries provided. And that's my hotel room in Florence. So now that you've seen the room and seen some of the things that have amused me in this room, I'm just going to head into town to the Piazza gallery and do some of those touristy things. And also, it's super interesting. It was the weather forecast said it was going to be raining all day. Like all of the days we're here, it was supposed to be raining. Why is it sunny? Because the problem now is everything I'm wearing is black. I only brought black, the sneakers. I'm really prepared for like cold weather. The thing though is it's sunny and it's sunny and it might rain, but it's not hot. It's really lovely. So I feel really ridiculous now walking around in all black, but that's what's going to be happening. Anyway, I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow. Hello everyone, good morning. It's day 2 for me here in Florence. It's a beautiful morning. It's a little bit cool, hence the blazer I'm wearing, but it seems dry. It rained so heavily last night, but I'm really glad to see that it's dry. I expect some more showers throughout the day, so I'm also going to be going out with my raincoat. The itinerary for today, at least the first half of this morning, is I am going to the Duomo and I'll be doing the walk up to the bell tower. I'm very excited, even though I'm a little bit hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I think I'm running very late. I have a ticket for 10:30 and it's 10:10 now, so I really should get myself out of here in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, so I'll be doing that, and then my friend Carmen, whom I'm here with, is arriving today. I'm super excited. We have a yearly trip that we organize. That's why we're in Florence this year, but we try to see each other every year. We met at university, and she lives in France, so I'm going to be meeting her at noon. She had a couple of cancellation issues, which is why she wasn't with her flight. Sorry for the siren. She had a couple of cancellation issues, which is why she wasn't able to be here yesterday, but she's arriving today. So I'll be meeting her at lunchtime, and then hopefully we'll be able to continue exploring Florence. My battery is charged today. I had too many issues with low battery, network issues yesterday, so I didn't have much content from yesterday, unfortunately, from the Piazza gallery. What I have, I will share. But today I will be showing you around Florence and taking you with me. So yeah, let's do it. So I've just stopped for a very quick breakfast of croissant with jam and a, oop, I just put my finger in that, and an espresso macchiato as it's pouring down right now. Crazy. So yeah, I'm just gonna have this now whilst I wait. I'm actually already late for the Duomo, but yeah, I can't get a taxi and I'm still far away. So I'm just going to take my chances and be late and see if hopefully they're nice enough to let me in, even though I'll be past my scheduled entry time. And the the cafe owner here has just been kind enough to offer to call me a taxi. So I'll let you guys know if that works. Right, so I'm at the top of the bell tower, the Duomo bell tower, and oh my goodness, so many stairs. It's lovely though, and the things, I believe they're like 4 levels, so you're not going to be like walking up all of the stairs. I think they're over 400 stairs, so it really is not for the faint-hearted, but I think literally most people were able to do it, so like loads of middle-aged people, so yeah, I think it's very, very doable, and I highly recommend. And you can see the eye bags under my eyes. I have not slept really well, but yeah, really lovely panoramic views of Florence, and then you can see the Duomo. Where is it? Over there. I will do the actual Duomo maybe tomorrow, but yeah, this is it. I'm going to head back down. My friend has arrived, so I'm going to go back down. So as you can see, I've got some sweat beads on my face. I have just come down from the bell tower. Absolutely worth it. So there are 4 levels in the bell tower, and like I said earlier, there are over 400 stairs, and the 4 levels you have, a couple of flights of stairs in between them, so you do get the option to rest if you want to, but it's really not bad. I definitely chose the wrong day to wear a blazer and a mesh top because I am absolutely drenched in my own sweat, but absolutely worth it. I will do it again. I'll just wear more breathable clothing. Right, so I'm running super late now. I love the bell chimes. The bell chimes, the bell tolling. I am going to get a taxi now and head over to see Carmen. But I'll come back here, I think maybe tomorrow, to take more pictures. I don't have any pictures of the Duomo or of this, but I have to rush now. So yeah, see you later. I keep forgetting it. The Carmen is here finally after so many hours of visiting her. So many people. So very worth it. We're in this very lovely restaurant that Carmen has brought me to. She was here in February. So it looks very lovely. We're going to get some food,
some coffee. Coffee not here, right? Coffee elsewhere. Or coffee here. Or coffee here. It's very cute. I'll do a little video. Actually, no, this is really not that. Little wine. Ooh. For Miss Carmen. And for me. We are at the beautiful, I don't know what the name of this restaurant is. Il Vivandiere. No, don't mind the pronunciation, but
Il Vivandiere.
Il Vivandiere. And we're very excited. We've had a very long day of walking around and visiting everywhere. Now it's time for some Pinot. Okay, bye-bye. Good morning. It's day 3 in Florence, and today Carmen and I are going to attempt to visit Fiesole. If I'm not butchering the name, say hi, Carmen.
Hi.
We're going to visit Fiesole, but first we're going to grab breakfast and coffee in this highly recommended coffee place, which I will put the link in below. And after coffee and breakfast, where are we going, Carmen?
Very good coffee. We're going to the Artigianale cafe.
Oh, that's the cafe. And where are we going? We're going to Fiesole. Fiesole after this. Fiesole.
There's a beautiful Medici villa, but because Winnie's not a fan of the Medici history, we will just look at the scenic views of Florence.
Yes, we'll do that. And then afterwards, we'll see what the plan is. I think there's a plan to come back here in the evening to watch the beautiful sunset, but I will film all of that as well.
The waterfall.
Beautiful waterfalls behind me. But yeah, that's our plan for today. I will check in again later.
it is Winnie from the future coming back to end this vlog. I had all great plans to finish this vlog on my last day in Florence. Like I said, I only spent 4 days in Florence, and I had such a long and exhausting travel day back to Dublin that I was just absolutely knackered and I had no more energy to film this vlog. Creating content is not easy, if there's one thing I've learned. But anyways, I think the last time that I checked in with you guys was when I went to before we went to Fiesole, or after we went to Fiesole. We came back to Fiesole. We went to Fiesole rather, and spent a couple of hours there. We came back to Florence via the bus, which I really would recommend as a very cheap way to get around Florence. Obviously, taxis are you know, there's just enough taxis there, but they don't have Ubers. First, I know, at least I didn't use any Ubers, so you could always either flag down a cab or have someone call them for you. But I find the bus to also be a very cheap way. I think it's about €1.50 for one of the tickets, so a very cheap way, a cheap alternative to get around Florence. So we got back into Florence and we went to the Piazzale Michelangelo to watch the sunset. It was absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad we did that. Stopped for drinks very quickly. I'll put in a video of the sunset. So beautiful. After that was our last night, and we had dinner in Francesco Vini, which I would again highly recommend. It was really lovely. We met a very lovely Irish we had a very lovely Irish waiter, which for me was just very lovely to hear the Irish accent whilst I was on holiday. The restaurant was amazing. We had the Florentine steak, absolutely delicious. I still think of that Florentine steak. I'm like, I would love some of that steak. It was delicious. So I highly recommend trying out the Florentine steak while you're in Florence. Another restaurant that another YouTuber recommended I didn't get to go to was La Bruschetta. They also have Florentine steak there. I think there are many restaurants, but I would highly suggest trying it out whilst you're out there. And my last day in Florence was super short. My train back from Florence to Milan was around 1 o'clock, so I didn't stay. I didn't have much time to do any exploring on Sunday, which was the day I departed. In the morning, I went to the Academic Gallery to see Michelangelo's David. Obviously gorgeous, and it's just a must visit whilst you're in Florence. And then I wandered around, went to a flea market, a vintage market. Really lovely. They had many great pieces. I don't know how many days in the week they open, but they were definitely there. I saw them there at a Saturday, and I saw them on Sunday as well. So I will also link the location to them if that's something you're interested in. I didn't end up buying anything, but definitely worth going to see if you might find a couple of treasures. And then I took the train back to Milan, and then from Milan I took the flight back to Dublin. And that concludes my very short long weekend trip to Florence. The only thing I didn't do whilst I was in Florence was visit the wineries in Tuscany. But I feel like the joy of visiting every place is not really to see every single thing the one time you visit. I always like leaving some little things unexplored, so that the next time I visit, I have another fantastic reason to visit Florence. But overall, a fantastic trip that I really enjoyed. I ate a lot of food and I drank a lot of wine. It rained whilst we were there, but honestly, if there ever is a city to visit whilst it's raining, it's Florence, because a lot of the things that you're doing whilst you're there is indoors, right? You're going to museums, they're indoors, you're eating and drinking wine and drinking coffee indoors. So even though it rained a lot, it didn't really take away from the trip at all. So that was really lovely. Anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one. And if you like this, make sure you do subscribe. I'll be posting more of this if and when I do travel. But if you like this and you found it useful, do make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.